When a man has spent his entire life constructing a fortress of emotional survival, laying down bricks of cold logic, unsealing every crack with detachment and guarding the gates with hypervigilant control, he doesn't see a sudden blinding illumination as a gift. He sees it as a siege. This is the great paradox of deep soulful connection. You bring a love that is pure, a love that asks for nothing but truth. But when that unconditional presence meets a heart that has only ever known conditional survival, the reaction isn't gratitude, the reaction is pure terror. We're talking about the unawakened counterpart, the avoidant soul. A man who looks into the depths of a profound connection and doesn't see a sanctuary. He sees a mirror reflecting every shadow he spent his whole life trying to outrun. He loves you. The resonance is undeniable. The quantum threads between you vibrate with a truth his soul instantly recognizes. And yet, he turns his back, he pulls away, he builds the wall even higher, he retreats into the cold, familiar silence of his fortress. To you, the holder of space, this retreat feels like the ultimate rejection. It feels like love has failed, but it is not a failure of love. It is a precise psychological and spiritual mechanism at work. In this video, we're going to dismantle the entire architecture of his fear. We're going to look beneath the surface of the avoidant soul and understand exactly why the divine masculine retreats from the very light he has spent lifetimes searching for. Most importantly, we're going to show you how to reclaim your energetic sovereignty, so this retreat no longer shatters your peace. Why does he push you away even when his love for you is real and undeniable? To truly understand this, we have to step into the precise intersection of somatic psychology and quantum entanglement. When the avoidant soul encounters the true divine feminine, he isn't just meeting a woman. He is colliding with the force of nature itself. The divine feminine is the ocean. Absolute depth, pure intuition, raw emotion, boundless and unstructured presence. The unhealed masculine, however, is built entirely around control. His egoic identity depends on predictability, cold logic, and the strict suppression of anything chaotic or feeling-based. When he steps into your waters, his entire nervous system goes into shock. 3 terrifying psychological events happen simultaneously. First, the profound fear of annihilation, what depth psychology calls ego death. The avoidant soul has survived by maintaining an impenetrable boundary between himself and the world. Safety to him equals separation. Vulnerability feels like a fatal flaw. True intimacy at this spiritual level demands the complete dissolution of those boundaries. When he's with you, he feels his carefully constructed ego beginning to dissolve. He feels himself merging with your energy. To an awakened mind, this merging is ecstasy, the ultimate goal of spiritual union. But to a dysregulated nervous system, it registers as a literal death threat. His amygdala lights up. Fight or flight kicks in at full force. His brain doesn't whisper, "You're falling in love." It screams, "You are ceasing to exist." He runs not because he doesn't care. He runs because his biology is commanding him to survive the flood. Second, the terror of the mirror. The divine feminine doesn't just love him, she reflects him with devastating clarity. Your pure energetic frequency acts as a flawless mirror to his soul. When he looks at you, he sees his own profound unworthiness. He is forced to confront the inner child he abandoned long ago, every compromise he made to fit into a world that demanded his silence. It is agonizing to stand in the light of truth when you've spent a lifetime hiding in the shadows. So he retreats to shallower waters. Environments or superficial connections that no longer reflect his shadow back to him. Third, the quantum entanglement of the nervous system. Even when he creates physical distance, the energetic connection remains fully intact. To the avoidant soul, your unconditional love feels like crushing pressure. He equates connection with captivity. He has not yet learned the ultimate spiritual truth. True unconditional love is the ultimate freedom, so he pushes away because he believes your love requires his surrender. Here is the profound shift in perspective that changes everything. Your rational mind wants to solve the distance. Your anxious heart wants to heal him, to explain the connection. You believe that if you just show enough devotion, he will realize he is safe. But this is a fundamental misunderstanding of spiritual mechanics. You cannot love a man out of his own evolution. Think of the ancient metallurgical process of forging a master sword. The raw steel must first be thrust into the blinding transformative heat of the fire. That heat softens the rigid metal. When he met you, he experienced that profound fire, the ultimate spiritual expansion of his soul. He felt a warmth and radiant light he had never known. But the forging process does not end in the fire. To gain unbreakable strength, the glowing steel must be plunged into the freezing, pitch-black water. Heat is always followed by cold. Expansion is always followed by contraction. He must plunge into the cold. He requires the dark, quiet void of your absence to dismantle his outdated psychological constructs. This is where your true power emerges. Instead of pouring your energy into trying to pull him out of the cold, you turn that energy inward. You stop analyzing his silence, you reclaim your field. You regulate your own nervous system. You anchor yourself in your truth. This is the alchemy of sovereignty, the moment the divine feminine starts becoming the full expression of her own light. His retreat is not the end of the story. It is the necessary crucible that forges both of you into the versions of yourselves capable of holding the depth of this union without shattering. You are not powerless. You are the ocean, and the ocean does not chase the shore. The ocean simply remains, vast, deep, and sovereign, trusting that when the timing is right, the tide will naturally return. If this message resonated, drop a comment below with the word sovereign, and let me know you're choosing your power today. Like, subscribe, and never miss the next transmission. You've got this. Your light is not too much. Thank you for watching Frequency XO Productions, and remember, never give up on yourself.